Are you ready for what's coming? By September 1st, 2025, certain essential foods could vanish from shelves. After weeks of research, I uncovered shocking truths about our food supply, and you need to know. Today I'm sharing 11 survival foods you must stock up on now. Stick around, 7 will surprise you. This isn't fear-mongering, it's about smart prep to keep your family secure. Hit that subscribe button and let's dive in. Don't wait until it's too late. 1. Dried beans and lentils. When it comes to survival food, dried beans and lentils are the unsung heroes you absolutely need in your pantry before September 1st, 2025. These humble legumes might not seem exciting, but they're nutritional powerhouses that can sustain you through tough times. Packed with plant-based protein, a single cup of cooked lentils delivers an impressive 18 grams of protein. Combine that with their high fiber content, slow-digesting carbohydrates, and essential minerals like iron and potassium, and you've got a food that fuels your body, keeps your energy steady, and fills you up when resources are scarce. What makes beans and lentils even more valuable is their affordability. With inflation driving up the cost of meat, eggs, and other protein sources, these legumes offer a budget-friendly way to stay nourished. They're also incredibly versatile. From soups and stews to chili and patties, beans and lentils can be transformed into a variety of meals, helping you avoid food fatigue during prolonged emergencies. Storage is another area where these legumes shine. Properly sealed in airtight containers or food-grade buckets with oxygen absorbers, they can last for 10 years or more. Universities like Utah State have conducted extensive research on long-term food storage, confirming the durability of these pantry staples. However, the global supply of pulses is under pressure. India, one of the largest producers and consumers of lentils, has faced significant crop yield challenges due to erratic weather and fertilizer shortages. This has already led to price spikes in some regions, signaling potential shortages ahead. To prepare, aim to stock up on 10 to 15 pounds of dried beans and lentils per person. Variety is key. Mix it up with black beans, chickpeas, red lentils, and pinto beans to keep your meals interesting. Don't just toss the bags into your pantry. Repackage them into airtight containers or mylar bags to protect against moisture, pests, and light. These simple steps can make all the difference when grocery store shelves are empty and your family needs reliable, nutritious food. 2. White rice. White rice might not be the first thing that comes to mind when you think of survival food, but it's a cornerstone of any well-prepared pantry. This unassuming staple is a calorie-dense, shelf-stable food that can sustain you through the toughest of times. A single 5-gallon bucket of white rice contains nearly 30,000 calories, making it a reliable source of energy in emergencies. One of the biggest advantages of white rice is its incredible shelf life. When stored properly in a cool, dark place with oxygen absorbers and sealed in mylar bags or food-grade buckets, white rice can last up to 30 years. That's 3 decades of peace of mind, sitting quietly in your pantry. It's not fancy, but it's effective. In a crisis, simplicity and reliability are exactly what you need. However, the global rice supply is under strain. India, the world's largest rice exporter, has recently reduced shipments due to inflation and extreme weather conditions. This has already caused a 15% price spike in some areas, and further disruptions could lead to shortages. With Southeast Asia facing potential droughts and geopolitical tensions threatening trade routes, the availability of rice could become a serious issue. To prepare, aim for about 5 pounds of white rice per person per month. For a family of 4, that's 60 pounds every quarter. It's affordable now, but prices are likely to rise, so stocking up sooner rather than later is a smart move. White rice is more than just a filler, it's a versatile base for countless meals. Pair it with beans, use it in soups and stews, or stretch it into stir-fries. In a long-term emergency, it can even serve as a valuable trade item. The bottom line, if your pantry doesn't have white rice, it's not ready. This simple shelf-stable food is a survival essential that can make all the difference when times get tough. 3. Canned meats. When it comes to protein in a survival situation, canned meats are a game changer. Unlike fresh or frozen meats, canned options require no refrigeration and are ready to eat straight from the can. Whether it's tuna, chicken, salmon, or even Spam, these protein-packed staples are essential for any emergency stockpile. Protein is crucial during stressful times, as your body's needs can increase by up to 25%. Canned meats provide a convenient and reliable source of this vital nutrient. For example, a single serving of Spam packs 13 grams of protein, while canned tuna and chicken offer lean, high-quality protein that can be used in a variety of recipes. Don't overlook options like corned beef and sardines, which not only have long shelf lives but also provide additional nutrients like omega-3 fatty acids. Sardines, in particular, are a survival superfood that supports brain function during high-stress situations. Storage and rotation are key to making the most of your canned meat supply. Use the first-in, first-out method to ensure you're always consuming the oldest cans first. Write the purchase date on each can with a Sharpie and set calendar reminders to check your stock every 6 months. While canned meats can last for years, their nutritional value starts to decline after the best-by date, so regular rotation is essential. It's also important to diversify your selection based on sodium content. High-sodium options like Spam are not ideal if you're rationing water, so balance them with lower-sodium choices like water-packed tuna or certain canned chicken varieties. For a family of 4, aim for at least 8 to 12 cans per week. This might seem like a lot, but in a crisis, having a reliable protein source can mean the difference between staying strong and going hungry. Canned meats are more than just a convenience, they're a survival necessity. They provide essential nutrition, require no preparation, and can be a lifesaver when the power goes out or grocery deliveries stop. Don't wait until it's too late, start building your stockpile now. 4. Honey is not just a sweet treat, it's a survival marvel that has stood the test of time. Literally, archaeologists have uncovered jars of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old and still perfectly edible. That's because honey, when stored properly, never spoils. Its high sugar content and low moisture levels create an environment where bacteria simply can't survive. Add to that the natural enzyme bees produce, which generates hydrogen peroxide, and you've got a food with built-in antibacterial properties. But honey's value goes far beyond its sweetness. In a survival situation, it becomes a multi-purpose resource. It can be used to treat wounds, soothe sore throats, and even boost your immune system. I've personally used honey as a makeshift first aid solution during a camping trip when I had no access to a proper kit, and it worked wonders. Its medicinal properties make it an essential addition to any prepper's pantry. When it comes to storage, honey is incredibly low maintenance. Keep it in glass jars rather than plastic, and store it in a cool, dry place, away from direct sunlight. Avoid refrigerating it, as this can cause crystallization. If your honey does crystallize, don't worry, it's still good. Simply place the jar in warm water to return it to its liquid form. For long-term preparedness, aim to stock at least 3 pounds of honey per person in your household. This ensures you'll have enough for both consumption and medicinal uses. For those looking to maximize the benefits, darker honey varieties like buckwheat and manuka are worth the investment. These types have higher antioxidant levels and stronger antibacterial properties compared to lighter varieties. While they may cost more, their added health benefits make them invaluable in a crisis. Whether you're using it to sweeten your tea, treat a wound, or trade with neighbors, honey is a survival food that truly earns its place on this list. 5. Salt. Salt is one of the most overlooked yet indispensable survival items you can stockpile. It's not just a seasoning, it's a lifeline. Historically, salt was so valuable that it was used as currency, and wars were fought over its control. Today, we take it for granted, but in a survival scenario, its importance skyrockets. Salt's primary role in survival is preservation. It draws out moisture, creating an environment where bacteria and mold can't thrive. This makes it essential for preserving meats, fish, and even vegetables. Before refrigeration, salting was the go-to method for keeping food edible through harsh winter. In a grid-down situation, this age-old technique could be the key to extending your food supply. But not all salt is created equal. For preservation purposes, avoid table salt with iodine and anti-caking agents, as these additives can interfere with the preservation process. Instead, opt for canning salt, which is pure sodium chloride and dissolves easily in brine.
Himalayan pink salt and sea salt are also excellent choices, offering additional trace minerals and nutritional benefits. Just make sure they're food grade and free from impurities. Storage is critical when it comes to salt. While it doesn't spoil, salt is hygroscopic, meaning it absorbs moisture from the air. This can cause it to clump or degrade over time. To prevent this, store your salt in airtight containers like mason jars, mylar bags with oxygen absorbers, or food-grade buckets with gamma lids. Avoid using metal containers, as salt can corrode them over time. How much should you stock? Experts recommend at least 10 pounds of salt per person per year. This might seem excessive, but when you consider its multiple uses preserving food, seasoning meals, cleaning cookware, disinfecting surfaces, and even soothing sore throats, it's clear that salt is a survival essential. With global supply chains still recovering and droughts affecting salt production in key regions, prices could rise. Don't wait until it's too late. Stock up now and secure this invaluable resource for the future. 6. Powdered milk. Powdered milk might not be the most glamorous item on this list, but it's a survival food you'll be glad to have when fresh milk becomes unavailable. In a crisis, most families would run out of milk within 48 hours if grocery stores closed. Powdered milk offers a long-lasting, versatile alternative that can keep your household nourished and functional. Nutritionally, powdered milk is a powerhouse. It's rich in calcium and protein, with just 1 cup providing about 30% of your daily calcium need. During a crisis, maintaining strong bones and teeth isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity. Beyond its health benefits, powdered milk is incredibly versatile in the kitchen. You can use it to bake bread, make pancakes, or whip up creamy soups without needing refrigeration. It's even a lifesaver for families with young children, as it can be used to make emergency baby formula when fresh supplies run out. Proper storage is key to maximizing the shelf life of powdered milk. Most brands last 2 to 3 years unopened, but with the right storage methods, they can remain usable for up to 10 years. Store your powdered milk in airtight containers, away from light and moisture. Mylar bags with oxygen absorbers are an excellent choice for long-term storage. How much should you stock? A good rule of thumb is 1 pound per person per month. For a family of 4, that's at least 48 pounds for a year's supply. When preparing powdered milk, mix it thoroughly with cool water and let it chill overnight for the best taste. For an extra flavor boost, add a drop of vanilla extract. It's a simple hack that makes a big difference. Powdered milk is more than just a backup for fresh milk. It's a survival essential that can keep your family nourished and your meals versatile during tough times. Don't wait for a crisis to realize its value. Start stocking up now and ensure your pantry is ready for whatever comes next. 7. Rolled oats. When it comes to survival food, rolled oats are a power, often underestimated for their simplicity. These humble grains can provide sustenance and versatility that few other foods can match, especially when planning for long-term emergencies. Did you know that properly stored rolled oats can remain edible for up to... This remarkable shelf life makes them an essential staple for any survival pantry. Packed with fiber, rolled oats not only keep you feeling full longer, but also aid digestion, an invaluable feature during stressful situations when regular food routines may be disrupted. 1 cup of oats contains around 4 grams of protein and a wide range of essential nutrients, making it a compact and efficient food source that can sustain your body during crises. What truly sets rolled oats apart is their versatility. While most people associate them with breakfast, they can serve a variety of purposes. You can create hearty oatmeal, bake energy-dense cookies, or grind oats into flour for gluten-free baking. They can even be used as an affordable meat extender in recipes like burgers or meatloaf, stretching limited resources further. And if dairy becomes unavailable, oats can be turned into oat milk with just water and a blender, perfect for emergencies when options are limited. For optimal storage, keep your oats in sealed, airtight containers to protect them from moisture and pests. Buckets with gamma seal lids are excellent for ensuring a tight seal while allowing easy access as needed. Oxygen absorbers add an extra layer of protection, particularly if you're storing the oats for decades. A practical tip is to portion your oats into smaller containers or bags. This prevents the risk of exposing an entire supply when you only need a small amount. Another handy prepping hack involves pre-portioning your rolled oats with add-ins such as dried fruits, nuts, or seeds in individual bags. When it's time for a meal, just add hot water, no measuring or guesswork required. Remember, while instant oats might be tempting for convenience, regular rolled oats win the long storage game. They take an extra 5 minutes to cook, but that small investment in time guarantees years of extended usability. Don't wait until shelves are wiped clean. Start with at least 20 pounds per person today, and you'll thank yourself later. 8. Cooking oils. Think about this for a second. You likely have at least one kind of cooking oil in your kitchen right now. It might be canola, or olive oil, sitting in its convenient plastic bottle. But have you considered how vital cooking oil becomes during an emergency situation? It's not just about flavor, it's about survival. Oils are incredibly calorie-dense, with a single tablespoon delivering over one. This concentrated energy becomes crucial when meals are sparse or when you're burning more calories from stress or physical tasks. Beyond calories, oils are essential for cooking. They're indispensable for frying, sautéing, baking, and preserving food items. But here's the challenge. Most household oils don't last long. Canola oil, for instance, has a standard shelf life of about a year, while soybean oil fares even worse. Once an oil has gone rancid, it's not only unpleasant to consume but potentially harmful. Oxidized oils have been linked to immune suppression as well as long-term health risks like cancer. Selecting the right oils to stockpile can make all the difference. Coconut oil tops the list for preppers. It's remarkably shelf-stable, easily lasting up to 2 years without a need for refrigeration. Rich in healthy fats, coconut oil offers versatility. It can replace butter in recipes, act as a skin moisturizer, and even work as a makeshift toothpaste in a pinch. Peanut oil is another strong contender, especially for households free of allergies. High in monounsaturated fats, it resists oxidation much better than soybean or vegetable oils. Plus, its high smoke point makes it perfect for frying or high-heat cooking. Sunflower and olive oil, while not as long-lasting as coconut oil, are excellent secondary options. Both are rich in antioxidants, which help preserve their quality for up to 18 months if stored properly. To maximize shelf life, proper storage is essential. Oils dislike heat, light, and air. Transferring them into dark glass or metal containers and storing them in a cool, dark cabinet or basement will prevent accelerated spoilage. Optimal conditions are below 60 BFTUF, and nitrogen-flushed bottles, when available, can significantly extend the lifespan by eliminating oxygen exposure. To ensure the oils in your pantry remain usable, practice rotation. Use and replace bottles systematically. Don't stockpile more than you can realistically consume within their usable time frame. Look for durable, multi-purpose varieties like coconut oil or nitrogen-sealed options, and you'll avoid the mistake so many make depending on oils that are already quietly turning rancid in the back of the pantry. 9. Pasta might not grab the spotlight as a life-saving survival food, but its practicality, durability, and affordability make it a non-negotiable addition to any emergency plan. The beauty of pasta lies in its simplicity. It cooks quickly, using minimal water and fuel, making it a go-to solution when electricity or resources are limited. Plus, it's a comfort food that delivers much-needed calories and psychological relief in stressful times. A single pound of pasta can easily feed a family of 4 and provides valuable sustenance for just pennies. It's also incredibly versatile. Whether tossed with canned tomato sauce, combined with tuna from your emergency stockpile, or simply drizzled with oil and salt, pasta adapts to whatever ingredients you have on hand. Its neutrality and flavor allows you to get creative, turning even the most basic pantry items into satisfying meals. When it comes to storage, pasta shines with its long shelf life. White pasta, in particular. Unlike whole wheat varieties, which spoil faster due to the natural oils found in their composition, white pasta can last for 3 decades or more when stored correctly. To extend its lifespan, transfer it from its original cardboard box into airtight plastic bins or food-grade container. This not only protects it from pests like weevils, but also keeps out moisture, one of pasta's greatest enemies. How much should you store? For a 3-month supply, plan on at least 20 pounds of pasta per person. While that might sound excessive at first, remember that pasta will likely become your pantry's workhorse in a prolonged crisis. Pairing it with nutrient-rich canned goods or dried stores ensures balanced meals despite limited resources. One overlooked benefit of white pasta is its compatibility with strained conditions. Because it requires little water to cook, it's ideal for scenarios where water is either rationed or difficult to procure. It also cooks quickly, helping you conserve energy sources like fuel or electricity. 10. Dehydrated vegetables. Dehydrated vegetables might not seem like the most thrilling addition to your survival pantry, but their importance cannot be overstated. While many people scramble to stock up on canned goods, The truly prepared know just how valuable dehydrated veggies can be when fresh produce becomes unavailable. These lightweight, space-saving food items offer a critical source of vitamins and minerals that your body will desperately need in the event of a crisis. Without these nutrients, you could quickly face a decline in health, which is the last thing anyone wants in an emergency situation. The beauty of dehydrated vegetables lies in their longevity and nutritional integrity. When stored correctly in airtight containers and kept free from light and moisture, they can last up to an astonishing 25 years without losing their value. That means you can prepare confidently, knowing you've secured an essential supply of sustenance for the long haul. The key lies in proper storage. Airtight containers with secure seals, such as vacuum-sealed bags or jars with oxygen absorbers, prevent degradation. Even one small break in this system could compromise your entire stock, so diligence is critical. When it comes to variety, certain vegetables deserve top priority for your stash. Carrots, onions, bell peppers and mushrooms should be at the top of your list. These are the foundation of countless meals, and their ability to add flavor and nutritional density makes them indispensable. Peas and corn are also essentials, offering a pop of sweetness and familiarity that could be crucial for keeping morale high during prolonged hardship. These basics can transform a plain dish of rice or pasta into a more satisfying and nourishing meal. Using dehydrated vegetables effectively requires a bit of know-how. They need time to rehydrate properly to achieve that fresh-like texture and flavor. Using hot water and allowing them to soak for at least 20 minutes is recommended, but they can also be added directly to soups, stews, or any simmering dish, where they'll absorb liquid while cooking. This dual use makes them incredibly versatile and convenient, saving you time and effort when resources are stretched thin. It's easy to overlook the importance of maintaining a well-rounded diet in survival scenarios, but doing so is essential for your health and survival. A diet of rice, beans, and other carb-heavy staples won't be enough to meet your nutritional needs. Dehydrated vegetables fill that gap, providing the vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants crucial to keeping you and your family healthy. They're not just food, they're an investment in your long-term well-being. Don't wait until it's too late. Stock up now, because when the time comes you'll be grateful to have these nutrient-packed staples on hand. 11. Multivitamin. When assembling your survival plan, multivitamins might not be the first thing that comes to mind, but they are truly a non-negotiable item. During emergencies, your diet will become far less diverse, and the lack of fresh fruits and vegetables could severely impact your health. Multivitamins are your insurance policy against such nutritional deficiencies. They provide the essential nutrients your body needs to maintain its functions, especially when eating a limited range of food. Without them, serious conditions like vitamin deficiencies or weakened immunity can develop rapidly, problems that could prove life-threatening when medical care is limited or unavailable. The main role of multivitamins in your survival kit is to bridge the inevitable dietary gaps caused by long-term reliance on stored foods. While items like rice, pasta, and canned goods may keep you alive, they offer minimal variety in terms of nutrients. Ingredients like vitamin C, for example, quickly become scarce in such situations, leaving you vulnerable to conditions like scurvy in just a few short months. Multivitamins ensure you won't have to worry about these gaps. They deliver concentrated doses of the vitamins and minerals your body needs to stay strong, including immune-boosting nutrients like vitamin D and antioxidants like vitamin C. When shopping for multivitamins, it's vital to make deliberate and informed choices. Avoid grabbing the nearest bottle off the shelf and instead focus on high-quality, comprehensive formulations. The best options include both essential vitamins and minerals, ensuring holistic nutritional support. Daily values above 100% are typically worth the added cost in survival scenarios where nutrient deficiencies are a higher risk. If possible, choose multivitamins that offer extra doses of immune-supporting nutrients like vitamin D, zinc, and vitamin C, as these can provide an added layer of protection against illness during stressful times. One critical tip for storing multivitamins is to avoid gummy formulation. While they're appealing for everyday use, gummies degrade more quickly and are exceptionally vulnerable to moisture. Instead, opt for standard pill or tablet forms, which are far more stable and maintain their potency longer. Store them in their original bottles or airtight containers in a cool, dark location to maximize shelf life. Properly stored, most multivitamins will last 2 to 3 years unopened, but it's wise to rotate your supply regularly to ensure freshness and potency. Consider this: when crunch time hits, a multivitamin could be the factor that keeps you functional, focused, and resilient. Lack of certain nutrients can throw your body into turmoil, affecting everything from your energy levels to your immune system. By including multivitamins in your survival pantry, you're not just preparing for food shortages, you're preparing for long-term health and survival. This small yet powerful addition to your emergency plans could make all the difference when it matters most.